Okay, students, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So good afternoon to everybody. So let us welcome you all in your most important year, that is third year in computer science and engineering. So as I was there for you people for computer graphics in second year, first semester. So let's once again, actually only for A division I was there for computer graphics, but for B division I was I'm totally new right now. So I'm dealing with one subject for this semester, that is operating system. Okay. So as a part of our Pandharpur pattern, I will start the lecture with the teacher's introduction and then we'll proceed further. Okay. So before starting the lecture or before starting the session, so as this is my first lecture, so I request all of you. So unfortunately, we are facing the pandemic situation and due to which we are online. So if it will be offline, it will be better for us. We will be able to see with each other. But unfortunately, that is not happening. So due to online session, I'm unable to see you, all of you. I'm just feeling that you are in front of me and I am in front of you like a classroom. So I request all of you, you should be interactive during the session. You should be interactive during the session, though we are online, right? Though we are online, we should be interactive. We should listen to the teacher. You should listen to us. Further, if you are unable, if you are facing any problem during teaching, maybe sharing of the screen not visible or due to network issue, unable to hear, voice is not coming, so immediately it's my request to all of you to please post some messages on my mobile, on my WhatsApp, so that I can proceed further. So as A division students are familiar with me, as I taught in the last semester, in the last year, first semester, computer graphics. So I request all B division students to interact with me, so that will be better for me. It will be better for me if I get the feedback from you people. So are you listening to me, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Yes, Rahul is answering. So I'm expecting answer from maximum students. So let it be. You may unmute yourself and you should answer my questions. So it indicates that you are listening to me, right? Yes, students. Other students?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody from B division? B division students, come forward.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
For 1 minute, all of you unmute and say yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
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 Good. So listening towards you, so feeling somewhat good, happy, as we are the teacher, so it's our habit, we should interact with the students. So by listening to your voice only, I'm able to understand you are listening to me. Okay, let's start first from my introduction and then we'll go to the subject introduction, etc. So your introduction, it is quite difficult as both divisions are combined together. So fortunately, if classes will be offline, will be started offline, so we'll introduce once again. So sorry for your introduction. So first of all, I will introduce myself. So I am Vanita Jadhav, working as assistant professor in computer science and engineering department from 2005 till date. So I joined this institute in 2005. And for your kind information, I'm a student of our own college. I'm alumni of this college. So I have done my graduation, Bachelor of Engineering, BE, from our institute only. So I entered in our institute for my student life in 2001, and I completed my graduation in 2004. And in January 2005, I joined this institution. And from January 2005, almost up till now, I have completed almost 16 years. So from these 16 years, almost 10 to 12 years, I taught this subject, operating system. So it's my favorite subject, and it's very simple subject. So after listening to me, maybe for a few lectures, you will feel it's very, 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 very simple subject. It's very easy subject. Okay, right? So I'm Vanita Zadav, working from last 16 years as an assistant professor in CSE department. For your information, so almost last 5 to 6 years, I was working as a head of the department, assistant head of the department. And recently, in the month of January 2021, I took admission for my PhD in CSE in Pune University, and due to which right now I'm on study leave. So it's the good facility provided by our college to us. So they are providing study leave. So during study leave, we should do the study just by taking part of load from the college. So the part of load is nothing but mostly the lectures, and that's why right now I'm taking your lectures. Okay. So this is my small introduction. So I taught the subjects computer graphics, I taught the subject operating system, Unix operating system, system programming, again to the YMTech also. So right now it is YMTech, as you are again for BTech. Previously it was B and YME. So for YME also I'm teaching. So for YME I'm teaching research methodology, infrastructure management, NLP, natural language processing. So almost 4 to 5 subjects I'm teaching to master degree. YMTech is also available in our college. So you should be aware about it. So somebody may ask the relatives, friends, whether MTech is available in your college or not. So in our department, so BTech is available as well as MTech is available. Only we are waiting for PhD, right? So this is my small introduction. So my name Vanita Zadav. So hope according to our Pandharpur pattern, you are having notebooks with you, right? Yes, students.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you made the notebooks separately per subject.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I request all of you. If you have not done the notebooks till date, so it's my request, at least up to my next lecture, notebook should be available with you. And in that notebook, on the first page itself, you have to write my introduction. Sorry, on the first page, you can write your introduction, and on the second page, write my introduction, as you are assigning this notebook for OS, right? So write my introduction. My introduction will be Vanita Jnanadeva Zadav. So I have completed 16 years of experience. My total experience is 16 years. And my qualification is PhD in CSE appearing. So I'm doing PhD. So I'm also a student like you in Pune University in Sinhagad College, Vadgaon. So I'm the student of Sinhagad College, Vadgaon. It's my research center. And further, I taught the subjects. So just now I mentioned the subjects. I taught C language. I taught C++ language. I taught computer graphics. I taught SP, system programming, which is there in this semester for you people. Again, I taught Unix operating system. Like that, you can just mention few subjects, 4 to 5 subjects. Again, few subjects from YMTech. So this is my short introduction. Next, may I proceed further?
Yes, ma'am.
Students, are you listening to
Yes,
me?
ma'am.
Okay. So I will ask every now and then the questions, and I want the answers from you people. Otherwise, I will not proceed further. And it's my habit. Keep in mind. So it will be, if it will be the offline class, it will be very, 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 very nice for me. But unfortunately, I'm teaching online. So let it be, I want to make my lecture, my session as an interactive session, so that you will listen at least from 60 minutes, you will listen at least 40 minutes towards me. Okay. So next come, I will start from vision and mission. I think this is repeated for each and every lecture, right? In other lectures, have you completed the vision, mission?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So once again, within a few minutes, we'll just revise our institute vision is to be recognized among the best institute in India for excellence in technical education. So we are recognizing, so we want to recognize one amongst the best institute in the India for technical education. So our institute is Technical Institute. We want to achieve the excellence. And further, the department vision is in line with the institute vision, and the department vision is to be nationally recognized for excellence in education, augmented by research in the field of computer science and engineering. Okay, so we want to nationally recognize for excellence. So we also want to achieve the excellence. Being a CSE department people, so we want to achieve excellence in our own field, that is computer science and engineering, by doing some excellent research. Okay, so by learning is not sufficient. So along with learning, we should do the research. So based upon the learning, whatever we are learning, so based upon that learning things, so we should invent some new things. We should invent some new things, that is called as a research. Okay, so this is the vision, and to achieve this vision, we are followed with our missions. So institute mission is to impart value added technical education through ambience of academic excellence, research and life skill by inculcating personal touch and respect in relationship amongst the stakeholders. So done by stakeholders, so you students are acting as stakeholders, alumni, they are acting as stakeholders. So with the help of these stakeholders or parents, so your parents, they are also acting as a stakeholders. So what we are doing, what our institute is doing, so our institute is trying to impart value added technical education through ambience of academic excellence. So our institute is achieving academic excellence, along with that research, along with that life skills, by inculcating personal touch. So we are keeping personal touch with the students, alumni, parents, all the stakeholders, and we are also giving the respect to all of them, so to keep the relationship with them. Okay, so right, this is our institute mission, and the department mission is also in line with the institute mission to impart value added technical and applied research oriented education by inculcating life skills oriented to industries with emphasis on human values. So we should achieve the human values, whatever are required or whatever are required in the industry. As being the engineer, we are going to work in the industry in future, right? After completion of your BTech degree. So what is your first goal? So we should be get placed in the industry. We should be get placed in the industry. And what we are going to do in this industry? So we are working over there. We are working over there, and over there, so we should apply some life skills. So how to work with the industry as an employee. If you are the entrepreneur, if you are going to become an entrepreneur, एखाद्या कंपनीचा तुम्हाला जर मालक व्हायचा असेल, so how you should behave. So what skills you should have. So all these things we are trying to inculcate or imbibe in the students. So this is our department mission. So actually the vision and mission, so like vision, so that is with our open eyes. So I'm setting one goal. So this is my goal and I want to achieve it. This is my goal and I want to achieve it. And to achieve that goal, I need to follow some path. And that path is nothing but the mission. So in the same way, being an individual, being a student, being a third-year student in computer science and engineering, you should have set your own goal after completion of this BTech, right? So as you are doing in the engineering, so you should have your own goal. You should have your own goal. You should set your goal. You should set your goal. So I want to ask you people, so can anybody tell me what is your goal right now? So different goals are there. See, in throughout our life, we are setting different goals. So it depends totally upon us, right? So maybe if I am a BTech student, it's my first goal. Hello, am I audible? Hello. Hello.
No, ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Hello, now am I audible? Yes, students. Hello. Am I audible, students? Hello.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Yes. Just a minute. Now is it audible? Yes, students, am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Just a minute. Once again, I will share the screen. Screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I was talking about vision and mission. So can anybody on your video and can you tell your goal which you have set right now?
Again, your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Hello. Hello. Hello, students. Am I audible?
Your voice is breaking, ma'am, sometimes.
Breaking.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute. Now is it audible? Hello. Hello, students. Is it audible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I was talking about vision mission. So I asked, I will off my video so that the range will be, network will be full. Okay. So now, yes, students, can anybody tell me what is your vision? What is your goal? Come on. Hello. Hello. Hello, students. Am I audible?
Yes.
Just. Hello, students. Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can anybody answer me? What is your goal? Come on. Any one student from whole class? Yes. Yes, students, come forward. You have to speak. Yes, Rahul Ingmire. Rahul Ingmire. Yes, Rahul. Students, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Rahul Ingmire, why are you not talking? Onkar Birazdar.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm here.
Yeah, yes. Yes, come on. Who is there? Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Hello.
Sorry, ma'am. Can you repeat the question, ma'am?
First of all, introduce yourself.
Right. My name is Rahul Himiri, ma'am. Roll number 859.
Speak loudly. Actually, I'm not able to hear you. Increase your
My
volume.
name is Rahul. Okay, ma'am. My
Yeah.
name is Rahul Lakshmikant Himire. My roll
Good.
number is A59. I'm
Good.
currently studying in third year, first sem.
So I asked the question, what is your goal right now? What is your
Right
vision?
now,
Hmm.
okay. My goal is to place in in MNC company.
Good. 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 Very nice. So hope almost everybody has set the same goal. So everybody has set the same goal. This is your small goal, minimum requirement being a computer science engineering student. So you should set the goal. So I should be get placed in MNC and again in campus only. Again in campus only. Don't wait for off campus. You should be placed in your final year, right? So this is your basic goal, first goal of your life, and there onwards you can set your own goals, big goals, etc. So this is your goal, and to follow or to get that goal, so what you should do, so you should have your own mission, and that is nothing but your mission. So what is your mission? So you should be prepared for all the subjects technically to face the interviews. You should be able to face the technical interviews, personal interviews, group discussions, aptitude tests, etc. So all these are the basic requirements to get selected in the multinational companies, right? So these are the things which you should do, which you should acquire. So this is nothing but the mission. So you should have your own path. You should have set your own path to achieve your goal, and that is nothing but the vision and mission. So we just seen the institute vision, department vision, institute mission, department mission. After that, some program educational objectives are set by the computer science and engineering department, and these are actually four objectives are there. So actually these are the objectives which you will be having after completion of BTech. So the Department of Computer Science and Engineering has as its POs to produce graduates. So after completion of graduation, you will be, so who will apply the computer science domain specific knowledge and skills in the growing software and related industries. We will demonstrate leadership, professional ethics, project management, finance related attributes as employees or employer. So you may be becoming as an employee of a company, or you may be acting as a employer. Employer, Malak, company is a CEO. So you will be becoming employer. So it totally depends upon your own goal. Third, engage in lifelong learning for professional advancement to develop innovative solutions for individual or societal problems. So you should engage in lifelong learning. So you should not say that right now I'm in BTech, so I'm completing my BTech degree, I will study throughout my BTech and there onwards I will not study. No, not at all. So being a computer engineer, so we have to learn every time, almost throughout our life. So we should be student throughout our life. So we have to study, we have to grow according to the industry's growth, according to the market growth, etc. Next, demonstrate strong communication skills and ability to function effectively as an individual and part of a team. So I should be able to work effectively as an individual person, as well as I should work effectively as a part of team, and during working within the team, so I should have the strong communication skills and ability to function effectively. So I should show the performance, good performance, as well as I should speak fluently in English. So that is the strong communication skills. So these are the four POs, so which are there with respect to CSE department. After that, program specific outcomes, PSOs. So engineering graduates will be able to understand, design computer system using knowledge of digital techniques, microprocessor, computer organization, advanced architecture, operating system, system programming, almost all these subjects which you are learning in second year and third year. Then interpret, analyze, design software system programming knowledge using algorithmic skills, web technology, big data analytics, networking fundamentals, machine learning, and Internet of Things. So some of the subjects which are not there in your syllabus, you should be able to learn such subjects. Adopt applications in emerging fields of computer science and engineering. So you should be able to adopt applications in emerging fields. So whatever advanced fields of computer science and engineering are coming in the market, you should be able to adopt. So the emerging fields are nothing but the AI, machine learning, deep learning, data science, IoT, IIoT, etc., etc. Right? So you should be able to cope up with these subjects in your future. So these are the PSOs, and after that POs are there. And again, all subject in charges, they have explained the POs. So in short, I will just list the POs. Engineering graduates will be able to, so after graduation, so what skills you should have? So you should have the engineering knowledge. You should be having the ability of problem analysis. You should analyze the problem. You should design, develop solutions to the problems. You should conduct investigations of complex problems. Whatever complex problems will be given in the industry to you during the job, you should be able to investigate such problems. You should use the modern tool usages. So whatever current softwares are coming, so you should be able to use such softwares, modern tools. The engineer and society, so you should behave like an engineer, and you should you should work for the society. Environment and sustainability, you should think about the environment. You should do the research for the environment to improve the environment conditions. You should be able to sustain within any environment. Ethics, you should apply some principles that is the ethics. You should follow some of the rules and regulations. Being an engineer, you should work as an individual, as a best, as well as you should work in team. You should communicate fluently. You should do the project management and finance, and you should learn throughout your lifelong learning. So all these are the 12 POs, that is program outcomes, right? So these are the vision, mission, POs, PSOs, POs of our department. So now we'll come to our subject. So this is about as a part of our Pandharpur pattern. So completed this part. Now come to the part of our subject. So I will show you the part of syllabus. So are you able to see it? Yes, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have opened my subject syllabus only in front of you. So you can take the copy of syllabus from the university website, or if you want, I will also forward this copy to you people. So this is the syllabus of operating system. This is designed in the year 2021. So actually your syllabus is get changed in the last year. So before that, this subject was having somewhat different weightage. So initially it was having 125 weightage, and now it is reduced to 100. So operating system, actually it is introduced in the third year, first semester. And the teaching scheme, that is during a week, we are conducting 3 hours for this subject. And examination scheme, that is ESE, end semester exam, is of 70 marks. University exam paper is of 70 marks, and ISE is of 30 marks. And you know better, so we are conducting during this pandemic 2 ISEs, and average of these 2 ISEs we are sending as a ISE marks to the university, right? So 2 ISEs of 30 marks we are conducting. So if it will be the offline, so in that case we may conduct the open book test, take home test, and ISE, etc. So right now we are conducting during this pandemic only ISE of 30 marks, and 2 ISEs we are conducting. Okay, so again that will be changed by the Dean Academics, accordingly will follow. So this is the examination scheme. So this subject is having total 100 marks, right? So only lectures are there. So previously practicals were there, but recently they have removed these practicals. Actually, the practicals are based upon the C language, right? So that's why here, as a part of course prerequisite, they have given students should have knowledge of computer systems and basics of C programming. Students should have knowledge of computer system. So students should be able to interact with the computer, and they should have the basic knowledge of C programming. So in the first year, you learned about the C language. So whatever, again, though the programs are not included as a part of syllabus, still we are going to take few programs to understand the application of operating system, right? So introduction, this course introduces fundamentals and basic knowledge of operating system. It also covers the details, process management, deadlock, memory management, IO subsystem, etc. Okay, so I will talk about this subject. Actually, the subject name is operating system. The course code is CS312, right? So CS stands for computer science, 3 stands for third year, 1 stands for first semester, and 2 stands for second subject in the syllabus. So if you open this syllabus, so in this syllabus, first subject is your system programming, and the second subject is operating system. So this is the sequence followed by the syllabus setters. So this is the second subject, that's why this second is there, and 1 stands for first semester, 3 stands for third year, CS stands for computer science, right? So CS312, and name of the subject is operating system. So I request all of you listen carefully. Don't try to do any mischievous things during the lecture. It's my request. So it's my first lecture. So I request all of you. So don't try to do anything during the lecture, that is writing on the screen, etc. So this should not, this behavior should not, will not suit you people. Now you are in the third year, right? And maybe in the next year, during the same period you are going to appear for the interviews and you are becoming an engineer. So you should work accordingly, right? So whoever are doing such things, so please stop. Otherwise, I have to put outside such students. So it's my request, as this is my first lecture, I'm just giving the warning to you people, right? So I will start the introduction about this subject, operating system. So the word or the title is divided into two words. One is the operating and second is the system. So first of all, we'll talk about the system. So what do you mean by system? What do you mean by system? So can anybody answer me? Come on. Yes, students. Hello. Yes, students. So don't leave the class. It's most important subject and it is required throughout your life. Keep in mind, being a computer engineer, so we should know operating system, and throughout our life we are working with the operating system only, right? Without operating system we can't do anything. Keep in mind, without operating system we can't do anything. Being a software engineer, so we have to work, we should be along with operating system. आपल्याला OS यायलाच पाहिजे, आपल्याला OS माहितीच असायला पाहिजे, आणि थ्रूआउट जोपर्यंत आपण रिटायर होत नाही, जोपर्यंत आपण मरत नाही, तोपर्यंत आपल्याला कॉम्प्युटर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम बरोबरच काम करायचंय. त्यामुळे तुम्ही लोक ह्या सब्जेक्ट कडे दुर्लक्ष करू नका, राईट? So it's my humble request, don't try to leave the class. Don't try to leave the class. So now the number of participants are 86. Initially there were 94. So students are leaving. It's my request, as a first lecture, I'm giving warning, some instructions to you people. So don't leave the class. So you are not learning or you are not listening to the lectures in sake of exam. फक्त exam देण्यासाठी आपल्याला lecture करायचे आहेत असातला part नाहीये. So you should learn the knowledge about the subject and which is required for you throughout your life. Keep in mind. So that's why I'm asking you the question and you have to listen to me and you should answer. Let it be, the answer may be right or wrong. So you should come forward, you should speak. So this is the basic requirement for you people during your campus drives, right? So come on, my dear students, come forward. I'm asking the question. So I have divided the title into two words, operating and system. So can anybody tell me the definition of system? Number of times you have heard the word system. Come on. Come forward. Otherwise, I have to take the names.
It is combination of things for performing some tasks or
Good,
part of
good, very
things.
nice. See, so a few students, they are writing the answer in the chat. So most of the times I expect that instead of writing the answers in the chat, so in the chat you may say yes, no, like that, about the feedback of the lecture, whether you are I'm audible or not, like that. But whenever I'm asking the question, you should come forward and you should answer. So who talked about it just now? Come on. आता कोण आन्सर दिलं?
Rahul Gapat.
Good. So Rahul has given the answer. So it is the combination of things and they are performing something to achieve something, right? So it is the collection of things. So system is things which the things are collected together, they are connected together and they are working to achieve the same thing. So they want to achieve or they want to get something as a output. So they want to give some input and they want to achieve some output, and this is nothing but the system. So Akshata Kumbar has also given the answer in chat. System is things are together working on different parts. Good. Initially loaded into computer. Aishwarya Moikar. Okay. So in short, so what is system? So system is nothing but the collection of things, parts, So we'll think about computer system itself. So if you think about the computer, so computer consists of different hardware parts, and these hardware parts are assembled together, and then so we are installing some kind of software, and then we are working on this machine. And what we are doing, we are trying to implement our own programs. So you are good familiar with the program. You have done the C programs. So you have implemented the C programs. You have given some kind of input and you have achieved some kind of output. So what is your purpose? So I want to implement the C program. I want to implement the C program. So how can I implement the C program? To implement the C program, I require computer. What is computer? It is the system. So what is called as a system? So it consists of different things. So what do you mean by these different things? Some hardware is there, some software is there. So some resources are there and they are coming together. They are communicating with each other and they are giving me the output, whatever I am giving as an input, right? So I want to perform some task. मला एखादी गोष्ट करायची आणि ती गोष्ट करण्यासाठी मी कॉम्प्युटरचा वापर करते. What I am doing, so I am giving some kind of input and I am getting the output, and this is nothing but the system. The system is nothing but a different components are collected or kept together, joined to each other. They are working with each other, they are communicating with each other, and they are trying to give some kind of output, and that output is expected by the user. That output is expected by the user, and this is nothing but the system. So different types of systems are there in our world, right? Different types of systems are there in our world. For example, so you can take the example of our college itself. So it is one of the system, right? College itself. So in this college, so infrastructure is there. So human resources are there, that is employees are there, faculty members are there, students are there, principal is there, head of the department is there. So all these entities, they are coming together. Why they came together? So what is their basic requirement? So they want to come together. Why the college is established? So college is established to take some kind of input and process that input and give some kind of output. What is the input? Input is nothing but the 12th pass student. And what is the output? The graduate student selected in one of the company, right? So this is nothing but the processed output. So system is doing, so system is nothing but different things, different components, they are connected together, they are coming together and they are working for on the input and they are achieving some kind of output, right? So this is nothing but the system. So different applications are there in the real world. So can you give one more example? Come on. Yes, anybody is having doubt? I am talking about only system right now. Come on, give your own example so that I will feel that you are understanding something from me. Yes. Omkar Kale. Omkar. Yes, students, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Omkar Kale is there. Roll number 61, A61. Omkar, are you listening to me? Yes, Omkar. Unmute yourself. Speak with me. Omkar, you are chatting. Unmute yourself. Omkar Kale, I am talking with you. Okay, there is a lot of noise here, ma'am. So henceforth, take care. Sit at such place where noise will not be there. So it's my request to you, right? Okay. So Omkar is unable to speak right now. So we'll invite Raviraj Pudal.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, can you give me one example of system?
Okay, ma'am. Just a minute.
Sneha Maskar. Sneha Maskar, B15. Roll number B15, Sneha Maskar. Yes, Sneha. Are you listening to me? Sneha Maskar, you are not listening to me? Anisha Kamble? Yes, Anisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, you have to give the second example.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to give the second example. Okay, so first of all, Omkar will give the example. And then Anisha will give the second example. Gorakshanath has given one example. Company is also one type of system. Good. So it is also one of the example. So government is another example. Solar system. Good. See, come on. You should speak. Actually, I will ask the questions to few students. So others, they are responding through the chat. So that's great. Space system. Bank management system. Good. Ecosystem. Decimal system. Good. Telephone system. Human skeleton. Good. Library management system. Organ system. Space system. Law and order system. Biological system. Hotel management system. Digestive system. Product system. Good. The number of examples. Actually, you are having all the examples, but you are not coming forward. So I expect you should come forward. You should speak immediately. Wherever it is possible, wherever the chance will be given, you should grab the chance. Weapon system, enterprise system, duty allocation system, hospital management system. Good. That's the spirit. Now, what about Anisha? Actually, two persons I asked to unmute and answer. PlayStation system.
Yes, ma'am. Hotel management system.
Good. So you are given hotel
Clear chat
management
box.
system. So hotel management system, it is one of the system. In the hotel management, a single person is not there. Number of persons, they are coming together, they are working together, and they are serving for the food, cooking for the food, and they are expecting some kind of good feedback from the customers, etc. Right? So design and create each and everything is a system. So whatever we are designing, whatever we are creating, so everything is acting as a system. Good. Akshata Kumbar. Respiratory system, attendance management system, ISRO, this is one of the company. So it is also acting as a system, financial system. So good. So it seems that I reached with you, up to you. So you are giving a number of examples. So actually that number of examples were not there with me also. So good, you understood the concept of system. So system is nothing but number of components. They are coming together, they are assembled together, and they are taking some kind of input and they are giving some kind of output. So actually I am taking the help of input and output because it is helpful for us being a computer engineer. So our computer itself acts as a one system. It takes some kind of input and processes it and gives the output. For example, C program. So we are writing the C program and we are giving that C program as an input to the compiler. And what compiler is doing? Compiler is trying to check the syntactical errors within that programs, and it is showing some kind of output. So in that output, some errors will be there. If any error is there, if any syntactical mistake I have done within the program, right? So this is simple example of the system. So n number of systems are there. So in our daily day-to-day life, we are working with n number of systems, right? So our own body is also acting as one of the systems. So our brain is communicating with the hands. Our brain is communicating with the heart. Our brain is communicating with each and every organ of our body, giving instructions, and accordingly we are making the actions, etc. All right. So these are nothing but the systems. So what about the second word? The second word is nothing but the operating, right? Operating system. So what is by operating? Operate.
Ma'am, having control of something.
Good. Control of something. So actually system is there, but that system requires controlling. That system requires controlling. Just now I said that my own body acts as a system. आता माझी बॉडी आहे म्हणून मी कसंही बिहेव केलं तर चालेल का? नाही. मी जास्त खाल्लं तर चालेल का? कमी खाल्लं तर चालेल का? जास्त बोललं तर चालेल का? कमी झोपलं तर चालेल का? नाही. So I have to control each and every operation of my body, and that is nothing but the controlling. And for controlling purpose, I have to do different operations. That is nothing but the operating. So operating system. So system doing different types of operations. For what purpose these operations are done? So these operations are done to control the things. What are the things? So we'll see in detail during the syllabus. So different operations are there. So operating system does the memory management. Operating system does the job management. Operating system does the scheduling, CPU scheduling. Operating system does management of input output devices. Operating system does management of hardware, software, etc., etc. So different types of services are there, different types of functions are there, different types of operations are there, which is done by the operating system. Like if I take the simple example of Microsoft Word, so we are using this application for preparing the documents. So this Microsoft Word is also one system. It is a small software, it is a system, and it is allowing me to prepare the different types of documents. So what I will do, what kind of operations are required to prepare one single document? So first of all, I have to go to the file option. I have to go to the new option, new sub option. I will open the blank document. I will type something. I will give some kind of input. Then I will save this input, whatever I have typed, and then the file will be get created. And then I will say that this is my document which I have prepared. Not only Word, you may take the PowerPoint presentation, you may take the Excel, etc., etc. So all these are nothing but the simple applications which we are preparing. How we are preparing? So we are preparing it with the help of some of the software applications and with some of the hardware things. So hardware is nothing but our computer hardware, right? So these are nothing but the applications which we are creating. And to create these applications, so what we done? We done some operations. What are the operations? New, that is create the file, open the file, write within that file, modify that file, edit that file, close that file, delete that file, rename that file. All these are nothing but the operations. All these are nothing but the operations, and these operations are required. These are the basic requirement to handle that file, right? So this is nothing but the operating. So I'm doing some kind of operations for controlling purpose. That's why it is called as the operating system. It is the operating system. So it is about the operating system. So actually the technical definition of operating system is nothing but it is the interface between user and computer hardware. It is acting as an interface between user and computer hardware, provides basis for application programs and system programs. It acts as a interface between user and computer hardware. And what kind of interface is it? So it is the program. So it is the software program. It is the software program. It is acting as an interface between user and computer system. And what it will do, so it allows me to create the application programs and system programs. Right? So I have just defined the operating system technically. काय आहे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम? ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम हा एक प्रोग्राम आहे. कसला प्रोग्राम आहे? सॉफ्टवेअर प्रोग्राम आहे. आणि तो इंटरफेस म्हणून ऍक्ट होतोय. कोणामधला? युजर आणि कम्प्युटर हार्डवेअर मध्ये. सो वी आर द युजर्स. आपण कम्प्युटर बरोबर कसं इंटरॅक्ट करतोय? ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम जर नसेल माझ्या मशीनवर, माझ्या कम्प्युटरवर, माझ्या लॅपटॉपवर, तर मी इंटरॅक्ट करू शकत नाही. So that's why it is acting as a interface. So operating system is the interface between user and computer hardware, acts as a software programs, provides basis for application programs and system programs. म्हणजे मी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम वापरून मी काय करणार आहे? मी ऍप्लिकेशन प्रोग्राम बिल्ड करणार आहे आणि सिस्टीम प्रोग्राम्स बिल्ड करणार आहे. So this is nothing but the simple definition of operating system. Okay, so details we'll discuss in the next lecture. Right now the time is over. Right? Yes, students, are you listening to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Within 1 minute, can anybody just repeat the definition? Fast, fast. Time is over.
Operating system is the system which acts as an interface between the computer hardware and user.
Good. It is the interface between user and computer hardware. It is the software program which will provide basis is nothing but the support to create the application programs and system programs. So we'll see in detail what done by application programs, what done by system programs, what done by hardware, what done by software, etc. The next lecture. So it's the kind of introductory part given over here, and as a part of your placement. So this is the most basic important subject. So most of the companies, they are asking the questions from this operating system subject. So it's my request, all of you. So be attentive, be sincere, attend my lecture sincerely, 100%. Your attendance should be there. So through my lectures only you are able to understand everything. Without preparation also you are able to face the examinations. So that is my challenge to you. So I request all of you, be sincere, attend the lectures sincerely. So I will stop right now. So next lecture will maybe going to start. So thank you for attending patiently, and sorry, so some strong warnings I given to you people. So it's the part of my academics. I should follow some of the rules. Thank you.